Hello everyone, good afternoon, happy Friday to you all. We have two guests today for the price of one, so that's a fun thing. You guys know Grego at the end over there, he's my co-host, and I'm Rafia. And today we have Rebekah and Robert from Thumzup. And we've had Rebekah on here before, but today you get to meet Robert too. So tell us, so you're the brain of the whole thing, right? You started this.
I did, yes.
Okay, so tell us how you got started.
So I'm Robert Steele. I'm the CEO of Thumzup, and Thumzup's the 5th technology company that I've started. It's the 3rd public company that I've run. So I started my first technology company when I was 13 years old.
Really?
I started a company building game controllers for Apple II computers when I was 13. Wow. Then I wrote video games for the Apple II that I sold, so that was also part of my first company. And then in college I created a tax processing software company, sold that. And then with 2 friends I started a computer-aided design software company, did that for 10 years. And then back in the day I was a .com CEO, so I was really early in the mobile space. The first time you could put first time you could put maps on a smartphone, that was software that I created for AOL.
Really?
First time you could put PowerPoint on a smartphone, that was software that I created with Microsoft and Palm. So fast forward to Thumzup. So about 6 years ago, I'm a musician, I play guitar, I play keyboards. I have a lot of friends that come to Los Angeles and they have big hopes and dreams, but in the meantime, they're waiting tables and driving for Uber. So the question I ask myself is, there must be some way to connect my friends who need a little extra money with all these brands that have big money for advertising. Okay. So that's what gave birth to Thumzup, and that's what Thumzup does. Is Thumzup, we value your voice, and we make it easy for brands and businesses to give you a little cash reward for telling your friends about the brands and businesses that advertise on our Thumzup app.
Okay, so you developed the software for it, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have to get someone else to develop the app, or did you do that too?
It's all the same thing. So on your Apple App Store, you've got apps like Uber. Well, Thumzup is there, or on your Google Play Store, same thing. And then we have what we call a back end, which is where the social media content gets reviewed, and where if it meets the requirements that the advertiser wants it to meet, then it gets approved and paid. So all of that software is technology that I designed, and I manage the developers who created it.
Okay, and then when you get an app together like that, do you have to get somewhere to be approved, or can you just put it on?
Oh no, Apple has and Google both have very serious quality control. So
that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, they don't just let you put anything out there, and so you have to meet some very high standards. Yeah.
When you first put it out there, how do you get people? How do I know it's there?
Well, that's part of the challenge of doing something like this. So that's kind of where Rebekah comes in. Okay.
How about that?
So we have more than 1,000 advertisers on Thumzup, but in 2023 we had 0. Okay. So we had to grow it from 0. So it started with us going to chamber events. So we signed up for the Santa Monica Chamber and the Venice Chamber, and then our first advertiser is a boutique near the beach called Hallowed Ground. And then our second advertiser was Bellissimo. Now, unfortunately, both of those businesses have since come and gone, but this is the beginning that you asked about. So our second customer saw what we were doing at our first customer, and they wanted to sign up for it. So it was word of mouth from the very beginning. Okay. And then we joined local chambers, went to the chamber events. That helped us find new advertisers. And we have implemented what we called an ASP program, where you think of it like affiliates, that we train people to go door to door and to explain Thumzup to business owners, and then we gave them a commission for the business owners they signed up. So it's marketing and a bit of guerrilla marketing that got us, to.
So what year was that?
That's we launched, roughly 2023.
Okay, so almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years. And have you? Well, I know, but tell them you've seen a huge growth, right?
We've had more than 35,000 posts that have been paid.
Okay.
So yes, it's moving right along. Almost 2,000 users.
Okay, and your company went public.
We did. We went public in November of 2024. So I got to ring the bell at NASDAQ on Times Square. Rebekah was there. So they put me and Rebekah and our team up on the big giant digital billboards there in Times Square. It was really fun.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's a huge accomplishment. Tell them a little bit about the app and how it really works. I don't know if Rebekah wants to do that or if you want to.
Well, let's let Rebekah talk a little bit.
Hi everyone. Good to see you all. If I don't see you at the mixers, the events, happy to see you online. Basically you would just take your phone and you would just go to the App Store or Google Play, and then you would download the Thumzup app for free, and you would create an account with your phone number. We don't text or spam you, it's just that it's connected to your phone. And then you would search away. You can search for sushi, coffee, gyms, retail, salons, a lot of direct-to-consumer brands as well. I know it's dry January, but for instance, we have Star Trek wines on our app, so if you are a Trekkie, you can actually order some wines online, and you can get paid to promote your new wine finds. And you would basically just click on the tile and check out the rules for the individual businesses. Some require a purchase, others require a certain amount of followers, higher than 50, which is our default. And then you would choose your content from your gallery. You could also make a video. Let's say you're posting through TikTok. And then you would write your positive caption, enjoying my new Star Trek wines. And then you could take a video unboxing. A lot of unboxing videos are really popular. They get a lot of views. So it's a great way to bring traffic to any business that you post for. And then from there, you would hit share. You would connect that to your personal social media once the business approves of the content. So we've had a lot of businesses ask, well, how can I, make sure no one posts, let's say, the wrong photo for my business? They can either approve or reject it before it goes live, which is a great safeguard. And then if you are approved for saying something positive and taking a good clear photo or a good clear reel, then you would just finish the posting process to your personal social media, and your friends and family have learned about a new business that they can try out, they can support. You can also do that for Rafia's jewelry business. Yes. So a lot of you...
And you make some money.
Exactly.
You make some money.
Exactly.
So there's two folds to it, right? So you can be a consumer making money, and you can be a business making money. So either way, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Hi to Vicki and Angeles. For those of you who just joined, we're talking to Robert and Rebekah from Thumzup. If you guys have questions, please put it into the comments, and we will answer them. We love reading your comments and your questions. So put them in there. Thank you for joining our chat today. And Greg, did you have a question?
Have you ever had a business you had to turn down for some reason or another?
Let me think. Well, yes. We had a business that sold some very provocative, really provocative sexual products that we thought was not in line with our mission. So I did have to decline that one.
Do you have their website by any chance?
And it wasn't that it just, they were remarkably provocative. So it was just a little too much.
I don't blame you. Yeah, you have to draw the line somewhere, right? You do definitely have to draw the line.
Yeah.
So tell everyone, what has been the biggest challenge that you faced doing this business?
Well, the biggest challenge. So we think of Thumzup as similar to Uber for advertising. So there was actually a TV show that was made about how Uber did what they did. And it's called Super Pumped, and it explains the challenge of this type of business, that in Uber in the beginning, to get it off the ground, they had to have both drivers and riders. Okay, so if you learned about Uber and you called a car and no one showed up, then you wouldn't use it again. You wouldn't tell your friends. So they had to sign, and then if you sign up as a driver and no one hired you, then you wouldn't tell your friends about it. So to get Uber off the ground, they had to simultaneously get interest from drivers and riders. So that is the challenge with Thumzup, is that if we don't have enough interesting advertisers in the app, then the users don't come back. And if we don't have enough users that are going to make quality content, then the advertisers don't come back. So that is what Rebekah, a large part of what Rebekah's job is to build and manage that community. But we're doing it, and it's we're past the hardest part. You know, now it's we're more into scaling it. But it was a lot of work in the beginning. Yes.
I bet. I bet. If you guys don't know, Rebekah is part of our Culver City Biz Group team, our back-end team, and we love her because the best thing about her that I love the most is I can call her and say, okay, I don't have a guest, I don't have this, I don't have that. She'll connect me to somebody. She is like the best connector ever.
Thank you.
Besides myself. But no, seriously, you have really like helped me out so many times, and I love that about you, that you have like all these businesses in your head and you can do that, and that's a really great, she's a great employee, right?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, Jeff asked, what's your favorite success story of one of your advertisers?
Oh, great question. Thank you, Jeff. So, Bartell's Harley Davidson on Venice Boulevard.
Okay.
We've had a great experience with them and Thumzup. So the very first time we worked with them, we showed up at 10 a.m. on a Saturday at one of their anniversary events, and we started showing the bikers how to get paid to post on Thumzup. And within an hour, their friends saw the post and got on their bikes and came down to the event. Then we showed the second wave, how to get paid to post, and then their friends got on their bikes. And there were so many people there were so many bikers at the Bartell's that it slowed the traffic down on Lincoln Boulevard. And in almost 40 years of being there, they said they'd never had so much attendance at any event that they'd ever done at their dealership.
Wow. That's amazing.
And that took a relatively small Thumzup campaign. You know, that was less than it was about, they were $20 posts, and we did about 50 of them. So it was roughly $1,000 spend for them to have the most attendance they'd ever had. And the caterer came to us and said, I wish someone had told us that Thumzup was going to be here because we ran out of food.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. That's the power of social media. That's
exactly.
great.
Yeah.
You utilize that. That was amazing.
How did the bikers handle it when you ran out of food? Was that?
Well, it wasn't our fault.
Right. We
Kind
didn't.
of it was.
They didn't come to us.
Right. Yeah.
Broken thumbs up. Yeah.
Do you want to read the next one too? Go ahead, Greg.
Let's see. Let's do this one. Angeles. Hello, Angeles. Does your company work nationwide, or is it just local businesses?
We now have advertisers in more than 20 states.
Okay.
So yes, we're nationwide. So the website is thumzupmedia.com, thumzupmedia.com, and you just if you want to advertise and pay people to post about your business, just open an account and you can get started very easily. So you can pay as little as $1. And you can buy as little as one post, so you can give it a try. That'll cost you $1.60, okay? But the most common way that people do it is they'll buy 100 posts to pay $10. That would cost $1,600. So $600 is our fee for using the platform, and then $1,000 stays in the platform until 100 posts get made and approved. And then the 101st person that comes to your account and taps on you in our app will get a message that says, this campaign's been so popular, please try again later. And then you'll get a call from Rebekah, and Rebekah will encourage you to renew your account. And that is digital word of mouth. That Nielsen says that 92% of people trust recommendations from friends and family above advertising. But you know, if you don't remind people, and that's what Thumzup is helping you do, is helping remind people they had a great experience. You know, take a moment and tell your friends about your great experience. the little cash reward is just a reminder, so that rather than thinking about telling their friends, they actually do tell their friends.
We are definitely in the review era,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So every business that, I mean, I know when I make reservations, even at a restaurant, I read the reviews,
Yes, yeah.
so definitely makes a good impression if you get all those posts and
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah.
So the next question is, who came up with the name Thumzup?
We had a meeting with our marketing firm called Elevate New Media, and the name came out of that meeting. So the CEO of Elevate, her name is Jessica Alfonso, and I think I have to give her the credit for the name. It came from a brainstorming session with our marketing company.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have some more questions. Let's see. Carolyn's asking, Rebekah's personality is perfect for this company. She's a great rep. What state is most successful with Thumzup?
Well, right now we have the greatest presence in Los Angeles, California. So of our 1,000 advertisers, 300 of them are within 10 or 15 miles of right here in Los Angeles. But our other concentrations are in South Florida. So we have more than 100 advertisers in South Florida. We have a concentration in Ohio. We have more than 100 advertisers in Ohio. But we are in 20 states so far.
So when you acquire these other states' businesses, do you have a representative that goes out there and does what Rebekah and your team does? Or do you have an office there at these places? Or
yes, it's sort of all of the above. So a lot of the presence came because the client had more than one location. Okay. Right. So we had a focused marketing effort in Los Angeles. We had a focused marketing effort in Miami. We had a focused marketing effort in Ohio. So that's why we have a concentration. But then the other 17 states came from just word of mouth and overlap of customers that had multiple locations.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read the next question?
How do you me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm getting all messed up here. You go on ahead. This is
I can do it
not
if you.
showing me what I was looking at.
Are there any requirements for consumer to join, like a specific amount of followers or anything else?
So Rebekah, why don't you?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, when you tap on a business, it will actually show you the rules for that business. So the default is 50 follower minimum, which is pretty easy to acquire.
Yeah.
Between friends, family, let's say neighbors, or maybe your kids' teachers, other parents out of school, you can easily get 50 followers. As long as you have a public account and you follow the rule for that business, you can post to your heart's content. Some businesses require 100, maybe 500 followers. They want a little bit more reach than just the 50 followers. But one of the great things about having a 50 follower minimum is you know the person that is posting. So like I said, it might be your family, your friends, your neighbors. They know your taste, they know what you like. So there's more value in a smaller following because your followers already trust you, rather than, let's say, a big influencer where they're getting paid and maybe they don't even like the product that they're promoting. But your friends, your family, they know you. So if you're promoting something that you don't like, they're going to be like, what is this post? So people stray from posting things that they don't care about.
I see.
Yeah.
And there's a huge influencer thing happening right now where it's like, is it good or is it not so good?
Right.
There's a lot of controversial conversations over it.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important what you just said.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, we are talking to Robert and Rebekah from Thumzup Media. And if you have questions, please put it into the comments, and we love reading it. And thank you for joining our chat. So, somebody did just ask that. Kareem. Yes, we are talking to Robert and Rebekah from Thumzup. He's asking if you missed that. Is there any other questions you see, Greg?
Well, he says, Kareem says, is this ThumzupMedia.com? Is that what you're...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
THUMZUPMEDIA.com. Yes.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the other page and see if there's anything there. But keep talking.
Did
Go
you
ahead,
ask?
Greg,
Did you
you
ask
have
all?
a question?
Did you ask all of Carolyn's questions? This is my phone is just not. It's not playing fair right now.
Yeah, I did do Carolyn's. She has a new one. Does Thumzup have a directory of businesses?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yes, when you put the app on your phone, just scroll down, and it's going to show you the businesses sorted by distance from your phone. And then if you scroll to the left, it's going to show you the brands and direct-to-consumer clients. So one scroller is going to show you the brands and direct-to-consumer advertisers, and then scrolling down and up is going to show you the advertisers that have physical locations in order of distance from where your phone is.
Okay.
And you can also search for a business. So let's say you don't want to, scroll through 1,000 businesses. You can always search for the name of a business, and if it pops up, then it's on the app.
For instance, coffee. There's more than 20 coffee shops in the area. So one of my favorite stories is La Frenchie Cafe on Washington.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in line there one day. I just needed a cup of coffee. I'd actually forgotten they were an advertiser, and they have our sign on the counter. And the woman in front of me, I said, "Pardon me, do you use Instagram?" And she gives me this look like, "Why are you talking to me?" And she said, "Yes, I use Instagram." I said, "See that sign on the counter? This coffee shop will pay you $10 for sharing a photo of your latte on your Instagram." And before I'd even finished that sentence, she pulled her phone out of her purse, pointed her phone at the QR code on the sign, and after she got her latte, she made her post. Now, the reason why I'm telling the story is because I have another friend who does not know the woman who made that post. And she said, Robert, I found my new favorite coffee shop in LA called La Frenchie Cafe." She said, "I've lived next to it for years. I didn't even know it was there until I saw a post about it on Instagram." So that is the power of Thumzup. That's the reality for many retailers, is you've put a lot of energy and time into your beautiful location, and your neighbors don't even know you're there if they don't see you on their phone.
What about competition? Like if I have a coffee shop and then 3 other coffee shops sign on, is there a problem competing with all of that?
No, I think they actually prefer to see other businesses that sell the same thing because they know it's working for that business.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of restaurants. So most of the time people say, "Oh, is this really more for restaurants?" We're like, "No, let's, you can look for a gym, a hair salon, anything, even nonprofits can be on the app." So I think that when they see other coffee shops, then they're less hesitant to try something new. Mm-hmm. And they'll say, "Oh, well, if it's working for them, then it must work for me." And then that's how we retain them, because we're like, well, if they're on it, we don't want to miss out on it either. So
Okay, good.
Does
What do you have?
the campaign money that you put in, does it expire?
No.
Okay, so you could have it for the duration of however
Right.
long that
Unless you
have
set-
your business.
Right, unless you set an expiration when you create your account,
Okay.
and then for it to just, let's say, turn off the campaign, but otherwise it'll just be sitting there until
Okay.
the last person posts.
Okay.
What type of
Sounds
business
good.
do you get the most?
I would say restaurants.
Restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Really
sense.
high foot traffic, which would be restaurants out here, coffee shops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we have another question. How does Thumzup make their money?
The way we make money is that the most common recommendation for a small local business is we would encourage them to buy 100 posts to pay $10. So we charge the advertiser $1,600 for that service.
Okay.
So in that, $600 is the money that we make for the use of the platform, and then $1,000 stays in the system until 100 posts get made. So that's how we make money.
So what is that, like maybe 25% or something?
So roughly 30% going to us and 60% going
It's
to
not
the
bad.
outside.
I mean, if you think about like a marketing campaign, you know, and
Yeah, your return on investment.
the return on investment is not a
Pretty
bad
good.
situation.
Actually,
you know?
very good.
Plus, you could also be a consumer, and
Yeah.
so if you're a business, so for me, my jewelry business, I could not only pay the $10 per post, but then I can go to all the other restaurants and places
Right.
that I visit and make that $10
Exactly.
per post back, and end up not costing me any money. So
Yeah.
that's a really great way too.
Well,
you know?
the advertiser can require a receipt, so that way they know it didn't cost them anything. Okay, now you're going to get less advertising, but if it just depends on what your philosophy is. But the Thumzup advertiser can set it up so that in order to be paid, the user has to direct message them a receipt, a proof that they paid.
I see.
Otherwise, you could just make a living off of that. Just go store to store and start cashing in.
Oh, we have people that have made more than $1,000 a month posting on Thumzup. We have people that have told us that this was so. We have people that you wouldn't have expected that they say what I'm about to say, and they've told us that Thumzup's been the difference between eating and not eating.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if you can make $1,000 per month, that's not a bad, thing. I mean, think of all the places you go visit anyway, right? And if they're already on the Thumzup app, why not take a picture and do the post?
Right. Right.
It's a great idea. Yeah,
Right.
It works for everybody.
You can buy clothes from the Thumzup advertisers. You can buy shoes. You can buy pizza. You can have breakfast. Right.
Tiffany says it's such a great service. Yes, I do think it's such a great service too. Keep your questions coming, guys. We love it. So let's see. I think a new one just came in. You said there was a company that you had to decline. What is the vetting process for the businesses you work with? Not sure this got answered. Oh, yeah, I don't think we answered
I would
that.
say, with the business we were talking about, one of the reasons we had to say no wasn't necessarily the company's moral compass, let's say, but it's also Instagram guidelines. So Instagram would not allow the monetization of such, let's say, spicy content, if we want to put it that way. But as long as it's within Instagram's guidelines, and it goes with our vision, then we're able to promote them.
Yeah, so the company, we did talk about this. Thank you for the question, Vicki. We did talk about this. And it was a company that was selling products of sexual nature, right?
Well, more than it's on the. This is a family-friendly show here. It was very provocative, is the way I would phrase it. It was very provocative.
Yeah. So
more than just sexual. It was very provocative.
So they opted not to do it, but like Rebekah said, it could also have caused them problems with Instagram, which I can understand because they do have a lot of rules and things that you have to follow.
Right.
So.
You can't. For instance, you can't put just straight nudity on Instagram. They'll close you down. I mean, certainly people push the boundaries, but it can't be pornographic.
Got it.
Yeah. And then that way would prevent people's Instagrams from being, blocked or turned off. So we didn't want to affect their consumers either.
You got a lot at stake. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Let's see if I have any more here. So Kareem is saying, so in the front page of your site, the first thing that pops up is a crypto holding. What is your take on the outlook for the crypto industry?
Oh, who's asking this question?
Kareem Ali.
Okay. So Thumzup went public on the NASDAQ in November of 2024. And we raised $8 million when we went public on the NASDAQ. And in January of 2025, we bought $1 million worth of Bitcoin. And the public markets really liked that. We saw a very warm response. We got a tremendous amount of press from doing that. So that led us to purchase a crypto mining company called Dogehash Technologies. So now the Thumzup shareholders own the Thumzup app that we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes, but they also own a crypto mining company, and the crypto mining company is making millions of dollars, and it's profitable. So that's why when you go to thumzupmedia.com, you're also reading about the crypto mining business. And then since the person asked the question, the end of that story is that the stock is the name of the corporate company that owns the Thumzup technology is now called Datacentrix, and Datacentrix is primarily a crypto mining company, but Datacentrix still owns the Thumzup app that we've been discussing.
Okay, interesting. Thanks for the question, Kareem. Appreciate that. He's in data stuff, right? He does. He's a tech guy. We had him on an interview recently too.
Yep.
I was going to ask you, what is next for Thumzup?
Yeah, what is your ultimate goal? I mean, now you've gone public. What is your end game?
We think that this is the future of digital advertising.
Okay.
So I just came from a conference where I was talking to brands like M&M Mars and Coca-Cola. So that's what you can look forward to in 2026. That we do believe that that this year you will see major household brands that will pay you to post in the Thumzup app.
Okay.
Terrific.
So Kareem says that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for talking about the cryptos. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. So what else? How do people get a hold of you? Like, let's say somebody who has never heard of you and watches this today and wants to sign up with you guys.
Yeah. Just go to www.thumzupmedia.com, or easier, just Google Thumzup and it'll take you right to our website, and just open up an account and buy some posts, and then you appear in the app and let your customers know that they can get paid a little cash reward to tell their friends about you. Contact Rebekah. She can give you some templates for postcards that you can send to your printer. For instance, they have a QR code on it that makes it really easy. So we have some advertisers that make coasters. So if you go into Baby Blues on Lincoln Boulevard, you might see a coaster with a QR code that says "Get Paid to Post." So our advertisers put different types of promotion in their store to let people know about
that you're on Thumzup.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any promotions that you're doing recently or currently, or you're going to do in the near future?
It's a good question. Nothing that I want to announce on the video right now, but we do a lot of promotions, but I don't have a current one that I can announce.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. You can always come back and announce it later.
Plenty of time for that.
There's plenty of time for that. And so when people go to your website and sign up, they actually can just do everything online right there. They don't really need to
Exactly.
to talk to anyone.
Yeah, just like it's very similar to buying an ad on Facebook, except it's much simpler.
Much easier.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Let's see, we have another one. So how does the money get paid to the people who take their photos? Is it sent out once a month? Is it done via Zelle, or how is it paid?
Yeah, so great question. When you post, once your photo or video is approved by the business for posting, you would go into your Thumzup app and you would click post. It would go live to your Instagram or your TikTok, depending on the social media platform that the business has chosen. Those two are the most popular right now. And then you would go to your Thumzup wallets. On the top right of the app, you'll see a money amount, and you will see that let's say the $10 for that post, it was sitting in pending. Then it will bump up to approved, and then you can cash out whenever you want to Venmo or PayPal. So Thumzup will connect you with Venmo or PayPal, and then you can cash out whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, you can wait to accumulate it. Let's say you're going to do a little scavenger hunt. Some people like to do that with their kids, especially during the off season for school. If their kids are younger, they like going to fun little retail stores or get ice cream, things like that. And then, maybe at the end of the week, they'll cash out.
So just to be clear, when people post about you, they tag you, right?
Yes.
It's not like they're going right to your page and posting.
Correct.
So you then on Instagram, when you're tagged, if you want to share that post on your regular feed, then you have to then turn around and share it.
Sure.
But on Facebook, you're tagged.
So the
Thumzup only does Instagram, right?
Well, right now we do Instagram and TikTok. Those are the ones that are live. But when you put in your positive caption, there are chosen hashtags from the business as well as the Instagram handle or the TikTok handle of that business embedded into the caption. Okay. So let's say someone makes a purchase from your jewelry store and they post something, you're going to automatically get tagged. So you'll get a notification on Instagram, so-and-so is tagged Raffia Jewelry. And then when you go to your tagged tab on your page for your business, you'll see the photo.
Right.
So anyone that has posted for you through Thumzup, or let's say they didn't have Thumzup, and they tagged you, it will still show up there.
Right.
But the great thing about having it done through Thumzup is that you own the content. So let's say the person archives it a few months later or a year later, whenever, you can go into your dashboard as a business, your Thumzup business dashboard, and you can still right-click to download that image to your computer. So you can always repost it, you can put it on your website, you can even use the caption as a testimonial because you've paid for it.
Okay.
So it's yours, yeah.
Interesting. Lots of stuff too.
Yeah.
You can also renew the ad whenever you
totally.
want. I mean, you can skip a few months and then decide maybe it's a summer business, ice cream or something like that, and then you want to,
Yeah, you're very much in control. You can turn it on and off. You can incentivize daily, weekly, monthly, or once for your campaign. You can choose the amount. As Robert said, you can do as little as $1, which isn't recommended because it's hard to incentivize people just for $1.
Right.
Most businesses pay $10. That's been the sweet spot. But you can do upwards from that. We've had a cabinet shop that does $50. So if you're getting new cabinets or a touch up on your kitchen cabinets, $50.
But if you think about it this way, you're paying $10 per post, which I think is the ideal that you're talking about.
Sure.
$10 per post. You do a campaign for $100. You get 10 posts. Even if you hired someone to work with you and have a marketing person or a social media person, you'd pay way more than that just for them to create the content and put it in there. Right.
The coupon alone, you get like a 2% return. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah,
I think it's great. Like you have a whole bunch of people working for you.
Exactly.
For $10 per post. I think it's a great idea. Genius.
Very, very good.
Very good. What else do you want people to know before we go?
Me?
It's hard with 4 people. You can't see who's talking to who.
What else do I want people to know? I think from the business standpoint, Rafa made a really great point that when we're in the first quarter of the year, people are looking at their finances, projecting their goals, their marketing goals, their budget for that. So if you have a business and you want a low-cost marketing alternative, this is a great tool, again, because you're completely in control. You approve your own posts, you choose your own budget, you choose the frequency, there's no contract or subscription. You recharge your campaign once it's been used up. And then you're turning your happy customers into your marketing team. You don't have to go out, like Rafa said, to pay a professional to do all of this for you. You have your happy and loyal customers that you already know, that you've built a relationship with, that are willing to support you and take on this role as your little marketing team. So definitely encourage you to, think about it. We'd love to have you all on the app as a business. And some best practices is if you do get on the business, on our app, make sure that you let your customers know. It has been a few years since we started here in LA, but there are still plenty of consumers that have not heard of Thumzup yet. So if you do get on the app, I'll send you a little template of a postcard you can put on display. I know Rafa has hers. If you're a direct consumer brand, pop them in your little packages. So when people unbox it, it's the first thing they see and they get excited about it. You can say, get rewarded to share about our products, however you want to word it. That would be an enticing way for them to do so. And then, just let them know, put the postcards out, word of mouth, right? If they don't know, they're not going to do it. And then if you are a consumer looking to support local businesses in Culver City or Venice, Santa Monica, on the west side, or anywhere in the country that we have businesses, go out there and do it. It's a really great way to explore new businesses. I lived here my entire life, and I didn't even know of half these businesses.
See, Greg, you need that.
I'm being challenged every day.
So, and it's really cool because you join another community. You get to know these businesses, you get to participate with them, you get to really help the small businesses, which I think is super important. We do, small business, I think Saturday in November, but you can do that every day. And some people are very passionate about supporting businesses in their neighborhood and getting that economy going. Whether
and it's not just a still photograph, right? It can be reels, It can be videos, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's even better. Like
TikTok is all videos.
Yeah, TikTok is all videos. So, and are you guys going to do Facebook too eventually, or?
Right now we're focused on Instagram and TikTok. We think that provides a lot of value. particularly with we're now focused on larger advertisers, and that's really where they want to be. They want to be on Instagram and TikTok.
Can you
right
even
now.
tag a business on Facebook?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
they're
not
kind of
sure that you
connected,
can.
right?
I think you can.
You
because
can
you
now?
have, yeah, you can. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so like if you want to make a post and you can tag people, you can tag businesses.
Yeah,
too?
exactly.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
But people spend more time on Instagram. It's about 30 minutes on average that people are on Instagram, so there's more value to that. When people are scrolling, they will see thumbs up posts, because the more someone posts about a business, the algorithm takes note of that, and then they'll promote your business page to people in the area. So you have that 30-minute window on average that consumers spend on Instagram.
We do have, I'm going to take one last question. What's the biggest constraint to scaling right now? Advertiser acquisition, creator supply, or matching quality? Also, how do you prevent the marketplace from becoming noisy or low quality as you grow? That's a lot to unpack.
Yes, like any similar tech company, client acquisition is where we're at. That's what the focus is. So that's why I was just at a conference in San Diego meeting with big brands. So that's what I'm focused on a lot right now. So it just takes time and money and energy to make the connections and make the proposals and follow up with them. And then on the second matter, I understand why the person would ask the question, but we just haven't seen it be a problem. So the people take their social media very seriously, and they don't want to put junk on it. Right. So if you just search for hashtag thumbs up on Instagram, you'll see what I mean. The posts are great. The content's great. It's interesting. We don't really have, so if people aren't making quality posts, then they don't get paid. So the terms of service says that the pictures and the videos, they have to be clear, they have to be in focus, they have to be well lit, they got to be on brand. So what
and
happens?
The companies have to approve it, right?
Right. So what happens a lot is a new user might not do it right, and their post doesn't look good, and then our team contacts them, and we coach them, and we convert people who start poorly to people that do it right and provide value to the advertisers.
Just
so that's
simplify
part
it so
of
everybody
what we're
can
doing. We're curating the community, and then if people are not good community members, then the contract that they agreed to says we can remove their access to the platform. So
that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. You're quality controlling,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. And again, you're getting that for free without having to hire a social media marketing person at your location.
yeah,
So.
and for we've rejected 15,000 posts, so we paid 35,000, rejected 15,000. So that's part of the value that we're providing is that it's got to be reasonably good to be paid.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's
There you
fair.
go. And you guys we're all taking pictures anyway, right? We're out there, we're taking pictures. We take pictures of our food all the time, so there's a lot of that. Kareem says, thank you for that answer, by the way. It was a great answer. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today, and thank you to our guests, Rebekah and Robert from Thumzup Media. It's thumzupmedia.com. So if you want to go on there and sign up, go do it right now, whether you just want to be a consumer or if you have a business and you want to sign up, go do it right now. And then if you're watching this on the rerun, just remember that we will still answer the questions, and Rebekah is actually tagged on here on both, so she can answer the questions too after the fact. And what else? We have another event coming up on February 5th, and that is a Thursday at Terra Nova in Culver, not Culver City, it's I think it's Mar Vista. It's on Washington Place and McLaughlin, and she's going to host us, so don't miss that one. That's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the new location for Terra Nova, and that's Griselda Espinoza that is hosting us, and she has a cute little place there. We already went and checked it out. So come and join us, meet Rebekah in person, maybe Robert too. And thank you, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.